Why, if it isn't my favorite Grim Reaper, what brings you to this lovely mortuary tonight, huh? You wouldn't happen to be looking for me, would you? You were? Well, lucky me. I'm always looking forward to seeing you. Hmm, this is quite the treat. Aw, come on, darling. You're breaking my heart here. We've been doing this for centuries now. You can at least say it's nice to see me too, you know. Ooh, ouch. See, now that's just mean. I never knew silence could be so loud. Come on, you know you missed me. Even just a little bit, right? No? Nothing to say to that, huh? Right, right. You are forever a professional, aren't you? All that old school, Grim Reapers must feel no emotions bullshit. As if that's even possible. No? Then what's with all this stoic poker face stuff, huh? Could have sworn one of the other Reapers mentioned something about how none of you are allowed to have, feelings. Ah, okay. I see. It's not allowed to express those feelings. Well, that seems rather sad. Who can you talk to then if you can't express your feelings? The other Reapers? Well, that's good. At least you're not holding all that stuff to yourself. So wait, do you ever talk about me? To the other Reapers, that is. What do you mean, it's just business? You're trying to change the subject. Oh, please, not every one of our last encounters has to be about work. Surely we can spare a few moments just to talk, can't we? It's been years since the last time we've seen each other, after all. Fine. Can we at least talk after the paperwork then? Perfect. Let's just get this boring stuff out of the way. You have the paperwork, I trust. Good, good. You would happen to have a spare pen I could borrow, would you? Oh wait, never mind. The mortician always keeps a few at his desk. I'll just go grab one of those. Oh, they bought new pens. The good shit too. Thank the gods, it's about damn time. They've been using the same shitty dried up pens for years now. Yes, I know beggars can't be choosers, but I can appreciate a nice pen. Alright, let's see here. Did you already sign your name on the... Oh, what am I saying? Of course you did. What's today's date? Really? I was out for that long? No wonder why I feel so well rested. When did I die? Uh, Approximately 3 days ago, I think. Wait, no. 4 days. What day would that have been? Right. Let me write that down. Huh? No, there's nothing wrong. I just thought that question used to be on page 3. Have they updated the form since the last time I died? Oh, I see. Well, it has been a while since the last time the form was updated. What was it, 60 years ago? I mean, that isn't a whole lot of time to us, but to the post-life legal department, that must be damn near a millennia. I swear, it feels like they update the terms and conditions of immortality every other week. But I'm getting off topic. Next question? Right. The time of death was... Sorry, I can't exactly say. Uh, if I were to guess, I'd say it's somewhere around 2, maybe 3 in the morning? After midnight, but before sunrise. Does that help at all? Nah, I didn't think it would. How about we just say it's 2:50? 2:50. Oh, this is new? Do I need to fill out this section on which time zone and reality I was in? Oh, perfect. I have no idea what the names of all 4 different realities are, beyond the abbreviations, that is. Alright, then cause of death. Honestly, with everything going on, I have no idea what the actual cause of death was. It was either blood loss or drowning. Though given that the drowning occurred in a rather large lake in the middle of the night, I can't exactly rule out hypothermia either. I think it would be a combination of all three. Could we just put that down on there? All right, let me write that in. Just one moment, if you please. Huh? Yes, without context, it does seem like a rather strange way to die, doesn't it? Huh? The context is not important. It was just, it was stupid. No, no, no. It was nothing. And I see the way that you're looking at me. You just don't plan on giving up on it, do you? Listen, this is me purposely changing the subject. Here's your paperwork. All done and signed. So, now that that's all finished, how you been doing lately? Anything new in your life? By which I mean anything new. I'm referring to your permanent state of non-death, as you are a Grim Reaper. Now, I thought we were done with all the work stuff, so why are you still asking me questions about my last death? Especially after I so blatantly said that I was changing the subject. Well, I don't want to talk about my last death anymore. It was far from a fun experience. It's hardly an enjoyable topic, and I'd rather move on. Why? Why do you need to know that? Why does it matter how I died or why I died? It's just another death. I die all the time. What makes this one so different, huh? Why are you so fixated on this death? But I'm not acting different. How am I acting different? Defensive? What could I possibly be defensive about? I've told you everything. Fine. You want to know what happened? What happened is that I did it. You heard me. I said that I did it. I was the reason that I died. Why did I do it? You want the honest truth. Okay? I did it because I had to see you again. It's been, what, 20 years now? Maybe more? And I know that I always say that a handful of years can pass by in only a blink, but every day passes the same as it did before. A day is 24 hours, an hour is 60 minutes, a minute is 60 seconds. And I feel each and every one of those seconds like it's a thorn. Every second I think of you, every minute I miss you, every hour I want for you. Every day I wish that it'll be the day that I get to see you next. All of that for 20 years. Maybe more. I don't even know at this point. It's been so long. And you know what? It's been the same with every single fucking time before that. Maybe it was all this emotion that made me reckless. I did anything I could think of, everything I could think of, just so I could see you again. But you know what? Being reckless wasn't enough. So then I became desperate. That night, when I dug that knife in my stomach and jumped into the water, I was desperate. It's been so long since I've seen you, and I couldn't fucking stand it. I had to see you. And I know that I shouldn't have any reason to want to see you. I'm immortal. I should just be living. I should just be living. as opposed to throwing myself into another death just for the slim fucking chance that I'd get to see you again. But I can't help it. I've wanted to be with you ever since I first met you. Do you remember it? The first day that we ever met? Wow, I'm shocked. That was quite the experience, huh? Well, at least it was for me. It's not every day that you get murdered for the first time and then proceed to meet a Grim Reaper, which I had previously thought was a mythical entity that I would never actually encounter. A Grim Reaper who also happens to be the most attractive person I've ever seen. Well, yes, I did stab you whenever I first saw you, but can you really blame me for that? 1 second I was dead in an alleyway, the next I was alive, breathing, and looking into the eyes of the embodiment of death. Given the circumstances, I think that stabbing first and asking questions later made far more sense than the other way around. Yeah, I know. It's not as if I could kill you like that anyway. Besides, I really did think you were attractive, you know. I just didn't notice it until you had pulled the knife out of your neck and handed it back to me. Such a stickler for the details, aren't you? Really made me go through all that just to tell you how I died. Well, I suppose that's why you're one of the best reapers. You always have the most thorough paperwork. But, do you know what my actual very first thought was after you left? My first thought was that I wish that I had died. In that moment, I wished to renounce my own immortality so that I could die as a mortal should. And all because I wanted just a few more moments with you. I hadn't even known the unliving realm yet. I just wanted those few seconds with you before I ceased to exist at all. I would have traded everything for it. In all honesty, I still would. I wish I had never accepted this fucking immortality. A gift from the gods, they all said. And I, so afraid of death, had agreed. It's hard to imagine that now, isn't it? Me, afraid of death, afraid of you. In a sense, that was so long ago. It's kind of hard to remember. But what I do remember is the fear. The mortal desperation to avoid my impending non-existence. I feel every bit of that, even to this moment. Even when I died. A shadow just creeping up behind me, and I was terrified. So I accepted your challenge, and I claimed my prize. I don't even remember what that stupid fucking challenge was. But I know that I would have been better off turning it away and dying a mortal death. The only blessing to come from this damned immortality is that I met you. And hell, most days, I'm not even sure that that's much of a blessing. Because if I didn't know you, then at least it wouldn't hurt so much that I couldn't be with you. And gods be damned, do I want to be with you. That's all I want. That's everything I could have ever wanted. Fuck the eternal life, the impermeability to time's decay, the near demigod status. Fuck all of that. I would have gladly given that up in an instant if it meant I could just be with you. Of course I mean it. I mean that very statement more than I mean any of the words I've ever said. I want to be with you. It's my first thought when I wake up, the last before I go to sleep, and a good number of those in between. Gods, I mean, that's what's brought us here tonight. Don't you see it now? I want to be with you more than I could ever explain. And you know what both breaks and heals my heart about that? I know that you want me too. Yeah, perhaps you don't want me as much as I want you. No, not yet. But you do want me. Maybe you don't love me as I love you, but I've always been a hopeless romantic, and I was smitten within the seconds of seeing you. You are you're more of a pragmatic mind and a sensible heart. I know it's taking you longer to find a love for me, but God's, it is true. I know you have. It's there. It's just in your eyes. I can tell. You don't just look at somebody like that. You may not be able to say much, but your eyes say everything that you wish you could. When it wasn't there before, I can see it now. In your voice sometimes too. I can hear it. You have feelings for me. You gonna deny that? And they say that death can't love. But I suppose you're right. There's no point in denying what we both know to be true. Is there? It's just as I said, a practical mind. One that I love so dearly. You're trying to clown me for being a hopeless romantic? But you like this unruly heart of mine, don't you? You like the way that it beats for you, the way that it yearns for you. Go ahead. Tell me that you love me. Hearing you say it, I think I've fallen for you all over again. Say it again for me. It still sounds so sweet. And what could be sweeter than hearing you say that you love me?
You're right. That was quite sweet. Though I think we should try it again. Just so I can be certain. Gods, I never expected for death to be such an addictive flavor. Kiss me again, please. Is something wrong? Another dead soul. Do you really have to leave so soon? We're just now finally starting to be able to see each other. Right. I forgot there is a consequence to you Reapers not doing your job. I don't know what you must have done in your past life to have to collect souls of the damned for the rest of eternity. But who am I to judge? Might I ask one thing before you go? Just hear me out. My dear Reaper, I swear that I will find a way to die for you. And when I do, I just beg that you come and collect my soul. Because when I do finally die for you, for good, my soul will be yours and yours alone.